Peace, y'all. What's going on? It's Jay. I'm back. So I'm back in 6.5 months. I'm back at home. So I figured I'd do another video. Thanks for the comments. A lot of comments came in. Ashley Tarcan actually reached out at the 6 month mark. So I want to catch everybody up with a little bit of the conversations Ashley Tarcan and I had. And then also just based on some of the comments, some of the feedback, I just want to share some of the perspectives that I had about the overall process, the healing journey, the results, and things that's been going on as of recent. But just as a heads up, this is the 6.5 month mark, not 7 months just as of yet. It's mid-March, literally. So I figured I'd check on in. Last time I did a video, I was in DR. The lighting was a little bit either too bright or too dark, or my phone might have had some smudges on it. So pardon me, I don't really do too much editing. I just one take it and put it out there, and I literally watched the video again for the first time after I done posted it. So if I got any errors or anything look crazy, just forgive me. It is what it is. But first things first, how it's looking. Let me show you a little update how things are going. Still putting that the Haitian oil on there has the Haitian castor oil has like a rosemary in it as well. So I'm still doing that routine. I noticed I did cut it too, my hair. I cut it with a number 5 on the top. And for anybody who doesn't know what the number 5 is, give me 1 second. Let me see if I grab it real quick. All right, so here's what the number 5 clipper looked like. And the number 5 literally comes from here to say number 5 on it. And what I did is and for those who've been watching for a minute, I brushed my hair backwards, just, more so because of the texture of my hair. And I did it against the grain with the number 5. And it brought a good amount of hair off. Actually, I was pretty surprised at how long my hair was with the number 5. And the end result, it started to look a little bit more fuller on the top. Like if you look right now, my hair looks a lot fuller than what it did in the past. And I noticed like there's a lot of hair that's growing, but it's at all different lengths. And I mean, I have some very short hair and then also some very long hair. So, pardon me. I just wound up hitting it with the number 5, maybe a couple days ago, just to kind of bring it down, because some of it was just, really long in other parts and really short in other parts. Same thing with the sides. I wanted to just kind of get it down so it wasn't a little bit too messy. Plus at the 6 month mark, that's when I can cut my hair. I didn't cut it previously before. I was maybe just doing like the sides here, but I wanted to cut it down a little bit just to get a good close look on how the donor area was looking. And what I realized is the donor area is actually coming along. It's just at a shorter length. So when you look at it with longer hair and shorter hair, it looked a little wild. But when I cut it down and took a good look at it, things are coming along and they're progressing pretty nicely. So that was good to see. Ashley Tarcan did reach out, and Ashley Tarcan asked me to send them some pictures. And they were like, listen, things are going really, really good. You on track. Keep doing what you're doing. And also, are you ready to come back to get your crown done? We could schedule you now. Your donor area is ready. Now, for me, I wasn't personally ready, and nor do I want to go through that so soon. I want to wait a little bit longer. But here's the interesting part, because I did have a concern. I said, you know what, it looks like everything is going good, but maybe, towards the top of my hair a little bit more. It's a little bit more thinner in other areas where I would like a little bit more density at. And so they suggested stem cell for the hair transplant. And they said after they do the crown, they could do the stem cell portion, and that'll take care of all of the thickness coming in on top of the healer. Now, stem cell is fairly new as far as just a more newer technology, but from everything I'm gathering, stem cell is kind of like at the top of the list when it comes to recovery, when it comes to restoration. It's the newer modernized medical procedure that happens, and it just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen with hair transplants or hair therapy, if you will. People get stem cell therapy on different body parts, maybe if they get in a new knee or something like that. So it was interesting to hear them say that, because never in the past have I heard that before. So it's something that I might consider when I go back, maybe later on, to get my crown done. And again, that's if I go back. I want to see how things really turn out after the year mark, before I just give that guaranteed nod that I'm going. But I'm going to give it a little bit of time, and if I do go back to get it done, I'm going to ask them a little bit more about the stem cell. And it's definitely a little bit of a step above the PRP treatment that they offer to help with the healing. Because from what they say, you do this once and it really gets you back. So for anybody checking this video out, inquire about that with Asli Tarcan. Ask them about the stem cell treatment that they have available, especially when it comes to the hair transplant. I'm not sure, again, if you could do it in replacement of the hair transplant or in parallel to the hair transplant. How it was communicated to me that you do this in addition to the hair transplant, because it promotes the healing process, but on a whole different level. So want to give some feedback about that. Another thing is, I think I told y'all I had used the Minoxidil 5%, aka Rogaine, Tim's, or whatever, little drops people may put in their hair to help the hair grow. And Asli Tarcan did recommend against it, just as a heads up, and I did stop taking it, but I just wanted to share that with a few folks as well, just to clarify. If you get a hair transplant, don't use the Minoxidil 5%. I know in the earlier videos, I was like, yo, I'm going to try this or try that. But when I did get the feedback, I kind of cut that out. So I want to just be clear on that. If anybody's going through the journey or going to start the journey and they considering, different healing routines along the way. So just as a heads up on that, don't use the Minoxidil 5% as far as this journey, unless you want to continue using it throughout that growth process, throughout your day-to-day, unless you want to make it a routine. There are hormones that are involved with it, so do your research. There are some pros and there are some cons, but the specific guidance that I got from Asli Tarcan was to not use it post the process. So just as a heads up. But anyway, here things are going. Here things are looking. Let me kind of slide up for you, show you how things are looking a little bit over here with the donor area. Again, I cut it down so I could see a little bit more on how the donor area was looking a little bit. The growth was wild. I'll probably go to the barbershop and get the full-blown cut around July or so and have them really kind of, do something with it, edge it up. But for now, I want to be really light. And again, for the first 6 months, you're not allowed to cut your hair. They say if you have to do it with scissors. And for the most part, we really not cutting our hair with scissors like that. We're using clippers. So at most I did was a little bit of taper and my beard. But besides that, I kind of waited. And then more recently, I hit it with the number 5 just to kind of bring everything a little bit more even. And it's still not even. It's still not even around here. And it's still not even over here. Like if I pull it up, I got hair high, I got hair low. So just giving you a heads up, even at 6.5 months, it's still a journey, but things are progressing. So again, just giving y'all a little heads up, seeing how things is looking, seeing how the donor area and all of that's going. I do want to do a quick spin for y'all. Again, I did cut the back area a little bit right here because it was growing a little bit wild. Quick spin for y'all. 6.5 month update. And if you're just looking at the channel for the first time, I got 5,000 grafts at Asli Tarcan back in August of 2023, with in mid-March of 2024. This is a 6.5 month mark, and I just wanted to give everybody a little bit of update. But anyway, this is it. I'll probably get the full-blown cut, get a little bit more closer to the sides later on, maybe July time frame when summertime come. But right now, I'm just going to let it rock out, let it grow. Again, I'm not 100% sold on going to Asli Tarcan again for the crown just as of yet. I want to see how the complete healing process is going. But when I did take a closer look at everything, it is coming along. So overall, things is coming along. It's a healing process. I want to give everybody another look, show you how things were going, how things was progressing overall. Again, 6 months. So far, so good. Again, just checking in with y'all. This is Jay. If y'all have any questions, comments, leave them below. If you're feeling the material, like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in 7 months. Peace, y'all.